With it, guys. Okay. So, told y'all I was going to be making this video about my experience with the OnePlus 2 that I got. Um, OnePlus 2, it's an okay device. It's not a great device, and honestly, if you have a OnePlus 1, you could skip it and wait for the OnePlus 3. Honestly, the design was beautiful. The aluminum metal sides were comfortable when you didn't have heat, and I'm gonna get to that to a second. Um, the build quality of the phone was great. Um, the speakers were low, and that's because they went with just a one mono speaker instead of the dual mono speakers they had on the One Plus One. So I thought that was a bad decision. Now, and another decision they omitted was NFC. Now I'm not a big NFC guy, so personally, it doesn't bother me that they didn't have NFC on the One Plus Two. What bothered me was the fact that they had it on the first one and not to admit it. I mean, to admit it on the second one doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't care what they said about, oh, we did a survey poll and a lot of people said they didn't need NFC. Okay, but if you're supposed to be known as the flagship killer, which that's just marketing, you can't take that seriously, but it's just marketing. But that's what you're going to be known by. Well, then you need NFC, regardless if people use it or not. And it doesn't make sense to have it in your first one and not have it in your second device. Um, Excuse me, there's a freaking mosquito. But the build quality, as I keep mentioning it up, the build quality was awesome, and it really pissed me off because the build quality of the phone exceeds the One Plus One. If you never held the One Plus Two, you'll fall in love with the build quality of it. They really stepped their game on that. But as far as the processor and the RAM, processor, as far as the power, yes, you do notice a difference going from the 801 to the 810 on the One Plus 2. The bad side to that is we already know how the 810 does. And yes, they're all running version 2.1 or whatever kind of bull crap or whatever, but it still gets hot. And that metal sides got hot, and it was very uncomfortable to hold that phone. Um, it was just very uncomfortable to hold that phone, period. And it just mainly, I as much as I hate to say this, I took the bait, sold it for more than what I got it for, and made money off of it. I mean, it just wasn't an upgrade to me, especially for me using the One Plus One and selling the One Plus One to get the One Plus Two. It just wasn't an upgrade, and so now I have a device that I got off of Swappa. First time buying off of Swappa, so I'm gonna document my experiences on Swappa. Hopefully everything goes good. So far it is. It got shipped today, so I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's not a newer device. But it is a device that has Marshmallow and will have future updates. How long of future updates? I don't know, but it will get future updates. You probably know what it is, and I'll give you a hint. It's not an Nexus 6. But besides that, what I'm going to be doing is reviewing phones, mainly that you can buy on the GSM level, because it looks like I'm going to stick with Straight Talk. They have improved better in my area, so that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, just a quick little video. Finally making a video explaining why I didn't keep my One Plus 2. And as always, guys, peace, love, keep funny.